Hi guys, my name is Anne. Thank you so much for joining me. Unbelievable magical sequence of energies is coming in fairly consistently, and it is blowing my mind. Wow. Very, very intense and powerful energies. Massive upgrades and changes are occurring. Big change. Now, it's very hard to summarize here with these chaotic energies of this time, as you all know. But I will do my best. Again, this is from my perspective. So definitely keep your own views on this. But one of the key things that I think is very cool is how much our intelligence has grown over the past few years. So much. We used to be very kind of categorized. This is sort of this collective spiritual awakening ascension side. Whatever label you want to give it, it doesn't really matter to me. It used to be fairly straightforward. There was this viewpoint on spirituality, and then we had crystals and tarot cards, and that whole magic side of things was very taboo and separate. Now we're seeing the convergence of the sciences, of the spiritual, of the magical, all merging together. Individuals, all of us, are getting so much more educated and intelligent. Some of us are diving into subjects like psychology, sociology, as the sciences, understanding energies, astrology, astronomy, the power of the sun and the solar systems and flares, the Schumann resonance, quantum mechanics and quantum physics. I mean, talk about unbelievable. It just is wild what we are capable of learning, some of which is also coming through from ascended masters, from that which we don't even know sometimes how we know the things we know. So extremely powerful. When we are open to all of this, it is just an incredible time. We have grown so much as a collective. There is just an undeniable force here. We have also grown in the understanding of heart coherence, of really getting down to the realization of the power of love, the power of our hearts, and listening to our internal guidance system and our intuition. Again, powerful stuff. There is just this grand knowing, right? This revealing of our gifts. So many people are coming online, are feeling the effects of the veil thinning, are seeing and feeling things differently, and are now voicing their understandings and their opinions and their views from a very spiritual perspective, whatever, again, terminology you want to use here. And that is also just fantastic. This, however, does have with it does come along with this challenging side, right? So I'm definitely understanding and have lived the life of this process of releasing outdated beliefs, thoughts, and programs. This is a big part of this journey for so many people. It's coming to the realization, as you learn more things about yourself, as we go through this self-healing process. This process is one of our own selves realizing and coming more in tune with ourselves. It's not an outside force. It's an inner force that all of us are the ones responsible for lifting this frequency. So we have to really remove the old to process this very uncomfortable shit. And it is extremely uncomfortable. And with that comes a lot of pain. The shedding process, the releasing process, grappling some days for the meaning of life and why am I even here and what am I even doing and why is this so hard? I have been there. And, I get it, and I want to be very clear and open here that part of this process is learning how to let go of this, recognize first of all, and then let go of all of this painful stuff. And it can be extremely challenging, and it requires us to dig very, very deep. This new perspective, it is bringing about this big shift, this new perspective. We are breaking down in order to break through. And it is really quite that simple. So the outside world is a reflection of our collective inside world. And that comes along with this big process of fear, of anger, of release. It's all part of this journey of self-discovery. So don't beat yourself up for where you're at on your own particular journey. The most important thing here to realize is that you have been called forward to understand more about yourself and your journey. You are getting hints and guidance all along the way. The major important thing here is that you are conscious and you are aware of the fact that in the past you may have been just unconsciously moving through life, and now you are starting to make sense of things, and the reasons behind so much of yourself is becoming clear. And that is the beauty of this process. So never beat yourself up for where you are at, because you will continue to experience this increase in consciousness, and this rise in this collective frequency will become more and more evident. And that in itself is where our power is coming through. Wow, this healing journey is so very, very important, and we have made so much progress. Now, along that line, though, we have to recognize, because we are really here shifting the consciousness, us becoming aware of consciousness is elevating the energies of the planet. And along with this becomes the polarity of the ego and its wonderful ability to pull us off course. I mean, the closer we get to realizations, the harder it works to pull us off course. It seems it throws nails on the road to really challenge us even more, to bring ourselves back in alignment. And right now, what is big here is so many distraction tactics, so much confusion thrown on the nails on the road to throw you off your game, to be very confusing. Threads are extremely confusing, different conflicting points of views and opinions. What is right, what is not right. We're very easily drawn into discussions that pull us off our alignment, and you're probably noticing that. A lot of this has to do with the fact that we're isolated, that we are bored, unable to release some of these energies in our natural personality ways, and whatever that is for each individual. I mean, especially fire signs that really need that energetic release. The isolation and the boredom. It's very easy to be gaslighted or programmed when really, what you've got is a television program and usually a phone, and those are the two things that we are relying on right now. So there's a huge opportunity there to really put through this whole consistent messaging, which in my perspective is really focused right now on trauma bonding. And I've experienced trauma bonding, so I know a thing or two about it, and that's what it is looking like to me. And this is why I personally am avoiding so much of the media perspective. And the way to do this, the way to really move this energy, in my perspective, is to keep working on ourselves, to keep understanding, learning new aspects, growing our knowledge base, because truly what it comes down to is an old term from back when I was younger, is garbage in, garbage out. So if you are taking in all kinds of stuff, you are just allowing everything to just enter your energetic space without really a conscious awareness of it, then that is what you are going to eventually believe in. So if you are really discerning about what you're taking in, you're reinforcing positive messages, for example. There's so many very good videos out there which talk about more of how to reprogram that negative self-talk that we're all so used to. We're breaking free of this now. Again, this is a mastery. And you just keep reinforcing this by keep putting the good stuff in and not the garbage in. We want good stuff in and good stuff out. So good speakers, good comedy, good videos, games that stimulate the mind, creative endeavors, whatever it is, it may take you a little bit out of your comfort zone, and that is a very good thing. Do something maybe that is different, because that's where you're really putting action. You're showing yourself that you are ready for change, because really all of this is you have to want it. So it is very much your free will to decide what it is you want this life to look like. So the big breakthrough is that we know collectively, so many people are very well educated here, and we collectively know that we are creating our own reality, and that this process really isn't as difficult as it appears to be, because this healing journey is making it a little bit more clear for us. And this is basic foundational things like our thoughts and our feelings are so important. Our emotions are our energetic essence and create what it is we want. So your thoughts and staying in harmony with your desires, feeling it, visualizing it, believing it has already happened, sounds very simple, but it really is the key here. So when we start getting pulled off track into this negative, fearful, anxiety-ridden conversations, it's reinforcing again the old we're used to that drama. So it's a challenge to break free of that drama, definitely, but it allows this new perspective and creativity. Again, it has to pull you out of your comfort zone, because that comfort zone is nice, but it means that maybe you're avoiding change because of the inner fear of those beliefs and programs that you're working to understand. And that's where the triggers from others probably are giving you indications of that. So we need to be strong right now, folks. I mean, this process does require digging deep. Yes, indeed. I have been there. And yes, it can be one of calm and peacefulness at some points, but also the need to be strong, to have some self-discipline is very important. I really work on making sure I'm up in the morning, that I go out for a walk, that I really work on starting my day by getting myself together and making it a process, making an effort. Most of the time, I'm certainly far from perfect, that is for sure. So we need to really focus on resilience, our self-discipline, our interest in the truth. So much of our inner work here is unraveling, understanding truths. And that, boy, is a big energy right now, as you know. We have to experience some forms of emotional discomfort. Again, another big energy we're experiencing right now. And it also requires us to have humility and authenticity as we start to kind of take off the mask of our ego, of who we try to appear to be, and we start to just be who we really, really are, which is usually a very cool, authentic, fun person to be with. Even people that aren't exactly like us, our friends that bring a different perspective to the table, are some of the funnest people to be around because you know they are who they are. So basic thoughts and feelings and emotions are breaking free right now. Watch who we spend time with. It's so important. We are making such huge, gigantic leaps and bounds here. It is, this is the change. This is it. And, it is powerful. Oh, wow. Thank you so much for listening. And we will definitely talk soon. Bye.